What can you tell us about this latest development?
Well, first, the underlying lawsuit challenging the resettlement of Syrian refugees was still ongoing, but the judge had delayed the hearing in it until January.
Oh, wow.
And as you pointed out, we have more Syrian refugees scheduled to come here. And then there's been new developments arise over the past 24 or 48 hours that are very important. One that you probably have reported on, and that is what Michael McCaul, the chair of the United States House Homeland Security Committee, said to the American people that it is now known that terrorists are using the Syrian refugee process to infiltrate and come in to the United States. Second is from the Texas Department of Public Safety, there is now evidence showing that terrorists could exploit the Syrian refugee situation to infiltrate into the state of Texas. So now we have hard evidence that should demonstrate to this judge the imperative that Syrian refugees not be allowed into the state of Texas unless and until we have adequate vetting procedures.
I am shocked that that judge wanted to delay that trial until January. So basically go ahead and allow the resettlement here of these unvetted refugees when ISIS has already issued at least 2 separate notices that, yeah, we're going to be exploiting this problem. And of course, they're looking at Texas's southern border.
Well, that, and then also, of course, there is the evidence issued by the National Security Director that the vetting process is open, and that he said he would not be surprised at all if refugees could have intermixed in them ISIS terrorists. And in addition to that, the FBI director said that there was no way to adequately vet the people coming in here from Syria. And then official after official after official from the national intelligence levels have indicated that they simply cannot vet these Syrian refugees. And so somebody has to step up and stop this process, and that is exactly what Texas is doing.
And we're very glad of it. Texas citizens like me, we're residents, we're very glad of it. Of course, Josh Earnest, though, Governor, he goes out there and says, well, you know, you can trust us. We're going to vet these refugees. And then I look back to last week, the horrific terrorist attack in San Bernardino. Their vetting process is the same vetting process that allowed Tashfeen Malik, who apparently was the lead terrorist in this group, to carry out that atrocious attack in San Bernardino. The same system. I don't trust that, Governor, and I'm pretty sure that you're hearing from a lot of Texans who don't trust that either.
Well, it's even more obvious than that, Dana, because remember this, the day before the Paris attack, the President of the United States told us that ISIS was contained. The week before the San Bernardino attack, the President told us there was no known ISIS threat here in the United States. So the point is this, if ISIS is able to elude even the President of the United States, they are capable of eluding these refugee resettlement organizations that are trying to bring Syrian refugees here into the state of Texas. We must have a better vetting system. We must not allow any more Americans to lose their lives like what happened in San Bernardino, and that's why Texas is doing everything it can to try to halt this process.
Are you optimistic that this emergency block will be held? And if it's not, what tools do you have as governor to fight this? If you have judges that want to delay hearings, and if you have an administration that says, well, we'll just step over the governors in the country.
Well, you pointed out both of two of the big challenges here, and that is, in part, the legal proceedings are in the hands of a judge, and hopefully this judge will agree that we cannot risk American blood just to hastily bring in refugees who admittedly are inadequately vetted. But second, we are having in the refugee system the federal government run over the laws that were written by the United States Congress that gave power to the states to be involved in the refugee system, which is exactly dovetails into your lead in here, and that is I was with Senator Cruz in Washington, D.C. yesterday, where we announced a new bill that hopefully will become law that will give governors the independent authority to be able to deny access to refugees where there are demonstrated security concerns.